Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And today I'm going to share a message around the spirit of the fox. And the fox spirit is extremely wily and always can find his way home. And so this is for those who are on this twin flame soul to soul and resonate with the twin flame soul to soul energy. And the reason why this came up is I was doing a private read for a lady yesterday where she asked 6 questions. So I did a WhatsApp reading for her. And in the answers came the fox 3 times. So out of 2 decks, there are 3 pictures with the fox on. And she had all of those cards in her one reading, which is quite amazing. And so I said to her, you have to use the spirit of the fox to help you and your twin come together. And so every day I always invoke the power of the fox to help the spirit animal of the fox to help me and my twin come back together. And the reason why, and then you'll see basically in your, awareness, you'll see the fox coming through all the time. It may be you'll suddenly see it in pictures or in, what you'll pick up a magazine or something and you'll see the word fox and it will just keep coming, because the spirit animal wants to help you come back into reunion. And the story about the fox, so this is the card, I'm just going to share what the card is because it's about healing. It's saying we're here to help each other heal the ouch. And so over the last few days, I've been sharing that, for lots of us, there has been an ouch moment. So we might have found out that our twins have got married or, whatever it is. There's going to be a whole load of different situations and scenarios. But whatever that ouch was to remember that you're doing it together in spirit to help you move forward on your soul path. And you're doing that together, even though it sucks. When that happens, just trust that you'll come out the other side and then you'll be able to look and say, look at this. And the message of this card is forgiveness is the healer of the soul. So this is a time for great soothing of the heart, body, soul and mind, as this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you'll be successful in developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. However, the message may be that you're being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruelty-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You're being asked to be conscious of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life and to commit to the healing path. The Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Reconciliations are possible now, so let bygones be bygones. Okay, so a beautiful message from this card, the Heal the Ouch. The other thing about that is so when I sent her the reading, she responded and she said, it's a very lovely reading, Nikki, and it all came together with your beautiful perception and deeply resonated for me. I brought up the fox yesterday and had a moment where I felt taken back mentioning that animal. Now I know why. So she'd already connected with that fox spirit before I sent her the reading. So she says, I will probably watch this video 20 more times. Feel free to reference any of this in any future videos helping to help others. God bless. And gracias. She was so just so lovely, right? And that's the beauty, she'd already made a connection with the fox before I'd sent her the reading. And she'd already thought in her spirit, it had already made her be aware of that and think, oh, that's weird. What she said, she was like, I brought up the fox yesterday and had a moment where I felt taken back by mentioning that animal, because that was that's her spirit knowing that this fox is going to be significant for her and her twins' journey back together, the fox spirit animal. So the other thing is she then sent me a song and said, I was about to listen to your reading and this song comes through as I breathe and listen. And the song is a song by The Cure, and the song is A Night Like This. Now, The Cure also do a brilliant song called Boys Don't Cry, And that is really significant, or the cure very significant, because the cure, like the lead singer of the cure, is like a super emotional guy, and he's kind of like that. um he's like a divine masculine male, because he is the combination of like both the male and female energies, which is exactly what this rising up of this energy is. It's the marrying of the two energies within us, the yin yang within each of us. We're developing as the divine feminines. If you are sort of resonate with the divine, more of the divine feminine energy, we're using more of our action orientated yang energy. And the divine masculine energy, it doesn't really matter about the sex. You can define, it doesn't matter about your actual physical sex. It's more about the energy that you resonate with stronger. And that's what's so beautiful, because the song Boys Don't Cry is that thing about all of the boys taught to suppress their emotions. And that's what these connections do. It like splits them open. Because I remember when I first met my twin, I'd literally just met him, like only like it was only a few days, and something came up, and I just said, oh well, maybe we can't see each other again, or something like that. And it was just sort of like a flippant thing. And he started crying, and I was so shocked, because I was like, I don't really know. And it was so weird, because it was like I didn't logically, my brain was saying, I don't really know you anyway, because we've only just met like about 2 days ago. But yeah, I felt such a deep connection towards him. It was like, although I feel like I've known you forever, but yet my brain is telling me why, exactly like these connections do, right? They just spin your brain and spin your head and spin everything. But it was that thing that, it was that spark of meeting me made him super emotional. And that's the thing. It's like this overwhelming sense of, that's why we're here. Exactly like that's the card says, we're here to help heal the ouch of like repression and society, like telling boys that they've got to fit a certain mold, and and all of that, and girls as well, that these sexual kind of gender definitions, which are again all like totally just nonsensical, really. And that's what we're here to break down, because you're here to, we're each here to just shine our light as it is, whatever that light looks like for every individual. Which is why it's so great now seeing like the younger generations coming through, and there's so much sort of fluidity around that gender and all of that. It's just, you can see it rising, you can see the energies playing out in younger generations much more strongly, right? So to heal the ouch is so brilliant. And what's funny is this one, just as I'm doing this, talking about the light in this room, is bizarre, because it's not that outside, it's cloudy, but yet in here it seems really, really light. So I'm going to, so that's such a great message around the fox again, is because the reason why I say that is because when I realized the fox was very strong for me, and probably you will find something, if you go down your family tree, there'll be probably some sort of story that you can resonate, which will be a bit like this. So my great grandmother, she married, so the twin flame energy will be in your family line, probably, the likelihood is. So my great grandmother, she basically fell in love, for true love. And she was in Edinburgh, so she was born in Edinburgh. And she met a Chinese man who came over as part of the Chinese military. And he came over to study engineering at Edinburgh University, and she happened to meet him there. And so back in that time, that was like, to have a mixed heritage relationship was just not, you know, it was just unheard of. And so basically she left England to go to live in China with him. And she was quite young as well. So she, like, you know, left her family, left everything, and just was like, no, I'm going to go to China. I'm going to live with, you know, she fell in love. So she went. And which is just so amazing to think how, I mean, how amazing is that to do that? It's such a, you know, in that time as well, and to have the, frankly, the balls to do that, to just go and go, no, I'm going to go for love. And anyway, and sadly, what happened is he actually died in the war. He was the governor of the Shanghai Railway during the war, and they don't know what happened because my great grandmother and my grandmother and her sister were all evacuated back to Edinburgh in the war, and so my great grandmother, she always said to my mum that she died, that basically she had a broken heart because she never knew what happened to her husband, who was Chinese. But she had a pet fox. And she called, and the fox's name was Toby. And she had she had this pet fox when she was in Shanghai. They lived on the border of Shanghai and Russia, basically. So, and it was just such an amazing story. And I remember being told that when I was younger, and just thinking that she was just like this total inspiration to me. I was like, that's amazing. You know, that I was just like, that is amazing to just do that at that age, at that time, like before the war, and just to leave your, you know, to go and just live in China and be with the love of your life. I was like, wow, that's so cool. So it's those sorts of things, you know, that you just know that there is magic in the air, and there is a divine calling and a purpose and a soul mission, and it's those sorts of things. It reminded me yesterday when I did this lady's reading, and there was like the fox keeps coming up, and I was like, oh yes, I know, it's so amazing, isn't it? And just to say that the fox is there to say, I want to help you, you know. So that was on page 38. So I'm going to read letter 38, and look at the light on this video. It's doing some really kooky things. So 38 is this, and it is, I want you to know that since the first time I saw you, laid my eyes on you, I knew you set something off on me, like a domino effect that triggered every one of my senses. Like on Home Alone when he's setting up booby traps for the men, trying to protect himself. And that's what I've been doing, trying to hide myself away, push away the connection because I was afraid of it, afraid of the feelings it was making me feel. I guess I was frightened of myself. But I know that it had to happen this way. I had to face up to everything that I have suppressed and push down into the deepest parts of me and depths of my soul. But it's all because I'm finding my way back to you again. We are on this journey together. Please know that this is my soul's mission, our soul's mission, to live in love, to live in our hearts, to know that we are love. Oh wow. And it just like brings me back to just like thinking about that time as well, and first, you know, when you first meet your twin and you have that amazing time if you've met them in the, you know, oh, it's just like a crazy, you know, and then, you know, then after that it's just like this whirlwind of kind of like, what? Okay, so we're going for letter number 2, book 2. So, that I love you, and despite everything that has happened between us, and despite what you might think is happening with me at the moment, that none of that is real. You are my only truth. You are the only one that is worth fighting for. You are the one that has been on my mind and playing with my soul, stirring me up inside and raging round and round my mind. Believe that the only person that I truly want is you. Everyone else is just mindless, frozen moments. There is no feeling, no pleasure, just emptiness. More and more mindless interactions when all I truly want is you. Oh, right. So that's like when you're not with your twin and they're with other people, then it's always, you know, constantly you know, it's like you've signed up for soul contracts with everyone involved in your twin connection. So, you know, everyone is helping you come together, even the people that they're with now. And because it's creating the space for them to understand what truly feels vibrationally right for them. So, oh look, and look at that. This is crazy. Letter 38, just as I was saying, to make them understand what feels right for them. And then look, you are so right. It is a beautiful and extraordinary feeling. It's sometimes overwhelming and comes over me in waves of panic, thinking, I can never lose you. I can never let this go. I can never let you go. It's so powerful, that feeling of really can't imagine my life not with you in it. It's terrifying, exhilarating, and also liberating. You've taught me that the only way to live is with an open heart, to be free to love me, that it's okay to love me. And when I let myself do that, I can love you with all that I am. You make me the man I want to be. Oh. And that sort of very much feels like Boys Don't Cry, right? That's coming back to that song about, like, you know, feeling that it's okay to be vulnerable, that it's okay to show your emotion, that it's okay to feel like that you can that you can really show who you are inside. And that's what these connections do, right? They show the real you, the one behind all of the, you know, all of the social and historical and familial and ancestral and, you know, just all of the energies that we've taken on over, you know, lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. So I'm going to finish by pulling a Work Your Light oracle to say, okay, what do we need to know to help us work our light today? And if you would like to have a Whatssup reading, again, they're just, I really like doing them because, you know, that particular lady had really specific questions as well. And it's just clever, you know, how the way the cards come out to answer, you know, the questions. So you can pick 6 questions, and then I use the Wisdom of Love and the Enchanted Map. These Colleen Baron Reed's decks, and I use the Messages of Love Oracle from All Things Intuitive. But it really depends on what your questions are and what I'm guided to do. So let's have a look. So all of the details from the link. You pick 6 questions. Oh my goodness me, look at what it is. Again, the ever unfolding rose. Okay, this it's almost getting like ridiculous how many times this has come through now. So we have the ever unfolding rose again. So this is just saying trust, trust, trust that whatever is happening for you and your connection at the moment, or in your life, and you're going through a difficult time, then just trust that it is happening for your soul growth, and trust that you'll get through to the other side. Believe in yourself, believe in your intuition first and foremost, because it's your intuition that will lead you in all the right places. It will lead you to the right people to connect with. It will lead you to the right readers if you need help with a healing or a reading, or, you know, just some guidance to help you. Then just trust in your intuition and you'll be led to the right place. So there we go. That's the message for today. And use the power of the fox every day. Just say, please, spirit animal of the fox, please be with me. Please be with my twin to help us come back together, to help us come home. All right, I really hope that helps. If you would like to have any of my services, or details are in the link against this video. And yeah, but in the meantime, I hope you stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.